Hi, my name is Cheryl Mack, and I am the head of StartCon. And I am pleased to welcome here today Alexander Boykov, who is the founder of the largest hosting company in Russia. And he is in town in Australia for a week or so, visiting some of the local tech companies, and has agreed to sit down with us for a brief interview. So welcome, Alexander.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here today. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about what the hosting and domain industry is like in Russia?
Mm-hmm. Well, hosting industry in Russia is very similar to hosting industry in other countries, but it's smaller. For example, it's twice smaller than in Germany and 10 times smaller than in United States. And there is some big difference in hosting industry in Russia. For example, we are very good at software development, and that's why we used to make the software by themselves, in-house, and that's why we. If you look at some Russian hosting companies, you'll see that the control panels, billing, and CRM software is made by themselves. For example, in other countries, in Germany, for example, they use cPanel, Direct Admin, and other because customers knows these panels, this software, and used to they know how to work with this software. The other one, we are really bad in marketing, in marketing and business development. For example, 10 years ago, nobody knows marketing at all. Nobody did it, and today, I think it's the companies who use all the marketing stack. They have a good opportunity to grow in Russia.
Awesome. And so you've traveled around a little bit visiting different tech companies. What are some of the trends you're seeing? I want to say about one trend in Russia and one trend in the whole world. In Russia, I think this is a customer service. We started, companies in Russia started to make customer service better and better. I think in hosting company we are a trend maker because in previous year we started to improve it, and we made it I think 100 times faster. Wow.
than in 2015. In the whole world, I think the main trend in hosting industry is cloud services. For example, in Google, there is a Google cloud platform.
Yep.
They grow 200% a quarter. It's very good.
Wow.
It's very good growth, and I think it's best one service in Google. For example, we have the same service, very similar to Google, and we grow 60% a quarter with this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Good job. So tell me a little bit about TimeWeb and how you founded the company.
We founded in 2006. Those times, company did M&A, and nobody thought that that company can grow organically. We did. We known it, and we started to grow our customer base. And we was only one company who did it. That's why I think we are the biggest one of the biggest companies in Russia now.
Yeah, and I understand that you have an extremely good NPS score.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you gain such passionate or excited customers and how you leverage them?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time and money to to make customers satisfied, and I mentioned about we made it much faster, but it's not only one. We make this customer deeper. It means that we help not only with our services, but with CMS and others, and
all the work that customers do with in area of our services. Yeah, we help more than other companies do.
Okay, so you really satisfied your customers.
Yeah, we have NPS 65 points now, and I think it's not the limit.
You don't think that's the limit?
Yeah.
Where would you like your NPS score to be then?
I think about 90%.
Wow. What are some of the things that you would recommend doing in order to help a company raise their NPS score?
Of course, service should be great. It's most important one.
Yeah.
And I think customers should have any support they need in the time that they need. For example, we support customers 24 hours and 7 days, and we answer in the chats in 10 seconds and in tickets for 10 minutes. It's a really good result, and we think, and if we can solve any problem that customers have, we will have a very big NPS.
Wow, that sounds important. So
Yeah.
that's great. Now I understand that you also invest in startups.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of the startups that you've invested in?
Yeah, I can tell you just about 2 startups.
Okay.
Yeah, because I became a investor 6 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have only 2 public deals. The first company is What's Help company. They give an ability to companies to communicate with customers with messengers like Viber, WhatsApp, and others. And I think it's very interesting idea. It's a marketing tool. When they started on TechCrunch, they had 5th place, and since since the time, newspapers all over the world started to contact them. Yeah, and I think they will be a great company. The second one, Stream.pub. It's a company who monetize gamers streams. And I know that this industry is growing like crazy. And I heard that in 2015 it was $6 billion, I think. Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the ways that you're helping these startups grow?
To be honest, my financial model is that I invest a small amount of money, and I help not much. But in some startups, I help with making a go-to-market strategy. Actually, I'm a lecturer, and I am talking about go-to-market strategies in universities in Russia and in accelerators. For example, in IIDF is the biggest one, in ITMO University. And for some startups, I help to make a go-to-market strategy, and theoretically and practically. For example, I can not all founders know that they have to have unfair advantage. For example, it's a very common phrase in Silicon Valley, but in Russia, not all knows about it. You have to have some advantage that other companies can't repeat. In this case, you have a chances to compete. Yeah. And this is just one example. In
sometimes founder can't make his own strategy by themselves, and in this case, I help them to make it on practice. I give them homework as analytics, deep analytics. I believe that analytics is half of the strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that we take all this analytics and thinking about how we can move on in the market.
Do you think that the go-to-market strategy is significantly different between, say, Russia, here, or the U.S.?
Yeah, of course, of course. I think in Russia there is a different mechanism that works in different countries, and of course, competition in United States is much
Bigger scale?
bigger.
Yeah.